Coming up tonight on YCN News, work in Congress to improve veterans care is moving along now that legislation introduced by independent Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders and Arizona Republican Senator John McCain is being endorsed by Senate colleagues. Alice Peck Day Health Systems in Lebanon have formed a new department that could lower costs for Upper Valley business owners. And a 23-year-old Cavendish, Vermont man is in serious condition after his truck went off the road Monday night and he was partially ejected from the truck through the windshield. For more news, weather, and sports, it's time for YCN, your local view.
Now, your daily digest of the Dartmouth Lake Sunapee region, southern Vermont, and Windsor County. News, sports, weather, and all that is happening in our area. The news on YCN, your local view.
Good evening, and welcome to this Tuesday edition of YCN News. I'm Rose Spillman. Work in Congress to improve veterans care is moving along now that legislation introduced by independent Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders and Arizona Republican Senator John McCain is being endorsed by Senate colleagues. The bill is gaining bipartisan support, co-sponsoring the Veterans Access to Care Through Choice, Accountability, and Transparency Act of 2014 are Democrats Jeff Merkley of Oregon and Tim Kaine of Virginia. Republican Richard Burr of North Carolina also is on board. In a related story, medical records at VA medical centers across the country are under review state by state. Senator Sanders reports in Vermont's White River Junction Center, 98% of vets are seen within 30 days of making an appointment. That's better than the national average, Sanders says, yet he wants the wait time reduced. In New Hampshire, at the VA Center in Manchester, however, a disturbing trend was found, New Hampshire Public Radio reports. About 118 veterans waited more than 90 days for their first appointment. 98 soldiers' requests to see a doctor got lost in the shuffle as they have yet to see a doctor in the last 10 years. Legislation sponsored by Sanders and McCain would allow vets to see doctors outside the VA system. Neither Vermont nor New Hampshire's VA Medical Center in Manchester were cited for longer than 30-day wait times. Today, Acting Secretary of Veterans Affairs Sloan Gibson said VA officials are meeting with leaders from top private healthcare sites, including the Mayo Clinic and Kaiser Permanente. Gibson took over from former Secretary Eric Shinseki. Getting veterans off wait lists and into clinics is the priority, says Gibson. Gibson's meeting follows earlier allegations that some veterans from Phoenix died waiting to be seen by a doctor at that VA center. To see a report of all VA medical centers, go to www.va.gov/docs. You will find a link to this report on our Facebook website, YCN News Now. Also in New Hampshire, on a medical note, Alice Peck Day Health Systems in Lebanon have formed a new department that could lower costs for Upper Valley business owners, the Valley News reports. Known as Business, Health, and Therapies, this department will bring under one unit 4 existing specialties. These are rehabilitation, occupational health, sleep health, and cardiopulmonary services, the news reports. Improving medical outcomes for patients among all these areas also is a goal. Physical therapist Joshua Roylance will lead the department. Helping injured employees get the care they need and return to work as quickly as possible is the goal. Alice Peck Day President and CEO Susan Mooney says grouping these 4 medical areas into one division will help employees and employers alike. Also relating to healthcare facilities, Governor Maggie Hassan signed into law today Senate Bill 319, a bill that sets buffer zones around reproductive healthcare facilities. The bill received support from both political parties and healthcare advocates. Hassan says the bill will allow women to seek healthcare services important to them and do so safely and without fear. Buffer zones will allow a setback between women entering a healthcare site and any person opposing the services she seeks. Hassan says patients will be protected along with protesters' free speech rights. Typically, protests are against women seeking an abortion. However, not all women who use a reproductive care facility go there to end a pregnancy. The buffer zone established in the bill is 25 feet away from any entrance, exit, or driveway. Signs marking the buffer zone will be placed where the public can see them. Fines also can be levied if the buffer zone is crossed. The law takes effect on July 30th. Sponsors of the bill include Republicans Bob Odell and Nancy Stiles and Democrat Donna Soucy. In other news, a 23-year-old Cavendish, Vermont man is in serious condition after his truck went off the road Monday night and he was partially ejected from the truck through the windshield. Vermont State Police say Donald Davis was not wearing a seatbelt when, for unknown reasons, the 1997 Dodge truck went off the road and into Elm Brook. The crash happened along Route 131 and Brook Road in Cavendish. Cavendish fire and rescue teams worked with state police to extricate Davis from the truck. Road conditions prior to the accident were dry. Skies were cloudy with some light rain showers around the time of the 9:15 p.m. crash. Davis was med-flighted to Dartmouth-Hitchcock Medical Center in Lebanon. Welcome back to YCN News. I'm Rose Spillman. Learning takes many different forms. Sometimes what works for one student does not work for another. All students deserve to succeed, and the Kearsarge Adult Diploma Program allows young men and women to shine. Let's learn more from YCN's John O'Connor.
I'm John O'Connor reporting from the Kearsarge Regional High School Adult Diploma graduation. It's a really wonderful graduation at Kearsarge at the high school for adult students who have come back, work during the day, and go to school at night. Joining me is Chairman of the School Board, Dan Wolf. So Dan, how long has this program been going?
I believe we've been running the Adult Diploma Program for over a decade now.
And how many students are going to be graduating in this year's class?
I believe the number is 26 students this year from not only Kearsarge but several surrounding school districts.
And so the Adult Diploma, this really is an opportunity for students who have left high school, haven't gotten their degree, to come back, work during the day. Is that how it works?
During the day and take a full course load. Everything but sports is provided, music, art, and all of the academic courses. So it's a great program. School opens at 4:30 in the afternoon and goes till about 9 at night.
And so it really shows the dedication of the students who are in this program.
It's unbelievable. I mean, they're out in the workforce or other things all day, and they show up here at 4:30, 5 o'clock, and 4 days a week. They're totally committed to this program.
Joining me is Kevin Johnson, who is a former principal of Kearsarge Regional Elementary School and a current school board member. So, Kevin, why is this such a special event for you?
John, thank you. This is a great event for all the children in our community and greater community. And personally, my daughter, Hillary, was a graduate of the Kearsarge Adult Diploma Program last year.
And so she took advantage of working during the day, your daughter last year, and full-time job working and then coming to study at night?
She took advantage of the opportunity to work, figure out what she wanted to do with her life when she graduated, and came to school at night and fulfilled all her degree requirements, and it worked out. It was the best thing in the world for her.
Well, that's great. Kevin, thanks so much.
Thank you, John.
This was a fantastic night at Kearsarge Regional High School in Sutton, New Hampshire, where 26 adults graduated from high school, moving on to work and moving on to college. But right now, I got to turn it back to you, Rose.
Diplomas in hand, these graduates are ready to move on to school or life beyond high school. Welcome back to YCN News. I'm Rose Spillman. Now Matt McDonald will have a look at our weather for the next few days and then move on to high school sports.
Thanks, Rose. Tonight we have a 30% chance of precipitation with showers expected before 7 p.m. and fog around 2 a.m. Skies will be mostly cloudy with a low of 51 degrees. Tomorrow morning will be foggy before 8 a.m., but skies will clear up to be mostly sunny. Highs will be in the 70s with calm winds around 5 miles per hour. Wednesday night we'll have a 40% chance of showers after 9 p.m. with cloudy skies and lows in the 50s. Thursday we have a 50% chance of rain with a high of 69 degrees and winds around 5 miles per hour. Thursday night we might have a thunderstorm. We'll have a 70% chance of rain with cloudy skies and lows in the 50s. As you can see on our map, there are scattered showers across the northeast United States. On our radar view you can see the storms that will be affecting us for the next few days. The storms are expected to clear by the weekend, leaving a mix of cloudy and sunny skies. Now let's see what's coming up on our community calendar. Tomorrow in New Hampshire, the Library Arts Center in Newport will hold a juried regional art exhibition all day. In Grantham, the Board of Selectmen will meet at 5 p.m. In Vermont, the Norwich Select Board will meet at 7 p.m. Remember, you can submit local events from your community by sending them to news@ycnnow.com. We have some high school tournament updates for you. Kearsarge High School was defeated by John Stark yesterday in a game from the Girls Lacrosse Division III tournament. Kearsarge played hard and kept close in scoring with the John Stark Generals. However, in the end, the final score was 9-7, John Stark. Another tournament loss happened yesterday in Division III Girls Softball. Newport fell to White Mountains. The final score was 8-1. Sunapee High School is still in tournament games. Tomorrow, the boys baseball team will take on number 3 Pittsfield at Plymouth State at 4 p.m. The Sunapee girls softball team will take on number 2 Wilton Lynborough, also at Plymouth State at 5 p.m.